Hey folks, welcome back to another tasting of Sakuraco. Preface, I'm not sponsored by these people, I just do it for the funsies. The June 2022 theme is A Taste of Hokkaido. The Honobono cheese cookie. It didn't really taste like a cheese cookie. If you were expecting like Gouda or something, you Gouda be disappointed. God, that was terrible. But no, it just tasted like a butter cookie. I don't know, I didn't really get any cheese flavor from it. Then we have the Mandarin yogurt jelly. This thing tasted actually pretty good. If it weren't for the jelly texture, I would eat it. But as you probably know watching these by now, I don't like jelly at all. I don't like jelly, but it tasted really good, really yogurty. It's just I couldn't get over the texture, but it wasn't bad at all. It tasted really refreshing and kind of like a cup of Mandarin yogurt. Really fruity and yogurty, but jelly texture, which I don't like. Then we have the Hokkaido milk Danish. Delicious. This one, absolute S tier. Already knew it. Can't go wrong with milk and the Danish. It tastes very much like a brioche. Fluffy, milky, a little maybe buttery. 100% tastes like a Western snack. Hokkaido Azuki Monaka. Sweet Azuki beans are yet another specialty Hokkaido has to offer. And let me tell you, when I took it out of the package, the smell overwhelmed me. It's like, whew, like whoa. So let's see. I mean, it might be the wafer that smells. Yeah, it's the wafer. There was like a waft of just the wafer smell. It was a little unpleasant, but let me bite into it and see. That's a weird texture. The taste isn't bad once you're used to sweet bean paste. The amount of sweet bean paste I've had to eat with these boxes, you get used to it. I mean, it's sweet bean paste, the texture's kind of coarse in your mouth. It's just weird having that wafer almost melt in your mouth and like stick to your teeth a little. When you squish the wafer, it's not crispy. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get across here. It's not a crispy wafer, it's a smushy wafer. It almost feels like you're chewing on something like a fruit or something with a thick skin. You have that fleshy interior and then just that skin. The mini biscuits. Oh my god, I've been looking forward to these. These look so cute. And it says Hokka-chan's Japan. I think in the booklet it gives you a little bit of history. Using Hokkaido grown wheat, these biscuits are pure nostalgia. Hailing from Japan's era of modernization, they still contain 0 additives. Kneaded and baked slowly to bring out the full aroma. They are popular with young and old. And they're good. They're really, really crispy. They really have this like whole wheat, if you've ever had a whole wheat biscuit. It's like really wheaty and wholesome. I can get the nostalgia from this. Then we have the Hokkaido Genmaicha. I usually skip over the tea because I honestly cannot tell you the difference between all the different tastes, like with the Sakura tea. It all just tastes like green tea, so I don't know. But the Genmaicha actually tasted really surprisingly different and good. Like the rice in there, you can actually see it. It smelled and tasted like fried rice. It was really weird at first, but I liked it. It was good. And there's actually a story, or several stories tied to this tea. One version of this tea's creation is that a servant of a samurai accidentally dropped some grains of rice into the tea, and tea was kind of expensive back in the day, so he got executed, but the tea tasted really good, and the samurai regretted the execution, so he named it after his servant. And then there's just stories of tea was really expensive back in the day, so people would cut their tea with grains of rice to make it last longer. I don't think anyone knows which one's exactly true, but thought I'd share. The sweet corn chocolate! One of the most popular snacks to bring back from a trip to Hokkaido. These chocolates combine two of the prefecture's specialties, sweet corn and dairy. Crispy corn puffs meet sweet white chocolate. It tastes like a rice puff with white chocolate. And I'm not a fan of white chocolate, just saying. It's not bad. It's really... It's pretty Western, actually. It's like a popcorn snack with a bit of white chocolate over it. Not bad, not bad. So if you go to Hokkaido, pick one up. The Castella balls. They're a little dry, but kind of good. Like, I don't know, when I think Castella, I think fluffy and soft and moist. These are like really dry. They remind me a little bit of German Quarkbällchen, which is like sour donut holes with sugar coating. But these are like not so sweet donut holes. They're not bad, I just can't eat a lot of them because they are so dry. They're just tiny little cute balls doing their best. Then we have the Hokkaido melon jelly. And I'm gonna say I did put all of the jellies into the fridge. So that might be a contributing factor to them tasting really refreshing. Like this one was really fruity. If it wasn't for the jelly texture, I would have ate it all. Like it was intensely melony and not bad. Like, and not even like a watermelon. Like when I read melon, I usually associate it with watermelon, and I hate watermelon. But this was melon, so it was really good and fruity and yummy, except jelly texture, so I didn't finish it. Yazuki dorayaki. Dorayaki is a well-loved traditional treat, and with sweet Hokkaido red bean paste sandwiched between sponge cake, it's not hard to see why. The bean paste! I cannot escape the bean paste. I'm joking, because this is what I signed up for with these packages, but it's just a flavor, like a texture you have to get used to. You know how some snacks retain room temperature, so when you put them in your mouth, it's like not even a big deal, like you have something in your mouth. But this one actually feels cold in your mouth, and fluffy, and actually kind of wet, kind of moist. It feels like you're eating a Nutella-filled pancake sandwich. Like, if I didn't know this was bean paste, I would think it's just a really, really, like, not sweet Nutella that I'm eating. Like, what happened to this, you know? You can pretty much eat this in a whole setting, I think. The sponge cake is what makes this work. You can just nibble at this during a gaming sesh and it wouldn't, like, overwhelm you with, like, 1 or 2 bites like some of these sweet bean paste things. And then we have the mini version of the dorayaki, this time actually filled with chocolate instead of bean paste. You know how in some snacks the chocolate is kind of like not really creamy and more like a sheet of jelly? That's what it felt like biting into it and chewing it. Like the chocolate is more, it's not creamy. You can taste that it's chocolate, it's not bean paste, but it also feels like a sheet of jelly. Then we have the shrimp senpai. Once again, I was overpowered by the smell because shrimp. I'm not a fan of shrimp, but I'll try it anyway. Okay, once you get over the shrimpy smell as you bring it to your mouth and bite into it, when you chew it, it starts to taste like pepperoni. So it's like a nice, fluffy, crispy rice cracker with a bit of soy and pepperoni flavoring. And like all the other crackers of this kind that I've had in these packages, you don't need to drink a fountain of water after this. The soy is really light and it's got a little bit of spice to it. So it's not bad, actually, for someone who doesn't like shrimp. This is actually pretty good. I like it. For the dinnerware that came in this month's box, it was the 4-season soup bowl. Japan's 4 distinct seasons are crucial to its culture. Besides festivals and rituals, their passing is also marked by seasonal flowers, like on this lacquered soup bowl. It's pretty tiny and it's also made of plastic, not ceramic like the other bowls I got. Considering its size and the overall size of the Sakuraco packages. I understand that for the larger bowls they kind of have to be plastic or they would break because you can't have a lot of packaging around it. Next we have the corn arade. Oh, no. Oh no. Oh my boy. My boy, how they massacred my boy. Oh, okay. I don't like these arade. These are the first arade that I had to turn down. Not a fan. Made with Hokkaido grown corn. Ideal for a cup of tea for an afternoon break. Yeah, I don't know. The corn on this one is pretty overwhelming. And I usually like corn. I usually like arade. But I don't think they go together. I'm not feeling it on this one. It was like as you bit in the spice, the corn like flavoring or whatever's on this arare was too much. It's too much. I can't take it. My mystery snack was the sakura wafers or just plain waffle wafers with a nice motif stamped on it. Unfortunately, mine broke, but whatever, I'm just gonna eat it anyways. It's the same thing I had in a previous package. So if you want my opinion on it, it's just a nice waffle. I think that's what I said about it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, good night, wherever you are, and goodbye.